Across the peat bogs of northern Europe lay ancient bodies with flesh tanned to leather and bone softened to porcelain fragments, sacrificed either accidentally or intentionally to these oxygen-starved crypts. What tales could their frozen corpses possibly yet cling to? The mysteries encased within these mummified remains both confound and fascinate scientists and the public alike. Their perfectly preserved anatomy grants us frozen snapshots into unknown bygone eras of a world largely lost to time. Like a surreal scene from a dystopian thriller, the soggy depths of peat bogs conceal a macabre secret. Ancient human remains preserved with lifelike accuracy in a state of suspended animation. While wholly inhospitable to most life forms, the highly acidic, chilled, oxygen-deprived confines of peat bogs create an environment akin to a cryogenic chamber. Iron Age Europeans, either by accident, sacrifice, execution, or certainly murder, ended up entombed in the tightly packed, decomposing mass of mosses and vegetation that comprise these bogs. Once submerged, the peat slowly leaches minerals from bones and tissues, while acids from plants break down tan skin to leather and delicately preserve hair. After centuries ensconced in this icy grip, the bog relinquishes its preserved treasure, a mummified body eternally trapped in its final moments with astonishing realism. CT scans of bog bodies have revealed intact skeletons, tissue density, and causes of death like hanging or blunt force trauma. Clothing, shoes, and items found alongside bog bodies provide insights into materials, styles, and customs of the time. The Groball man's impressively coiffed hairstyle was fixed with a gel made of pine resin and plant oil. You see, in the Iron Age, human sacrifice was an accepted, if not common, practice among some European cultures for appeasing gods, honoring the dead, or other rituals. However, evidence indicates most bog bodies met far more violent finales unrelated to voluntary sacrifice. Drowning also occurred if the living were weighted down into bogs while still breathing. Marks left on recovered bodies have even allowed researchers to speculate the types of weapons used in these savage killings. For example, the fractured skull of Ellakilda woman shows she was likely bludgeoned to death. White girl suffered a head wound that matched the shape of a wooden club found nearby. Isotope analysis has also revealed that the Egtved girl likely spent her early life outside Denmark, indicating she may have been a foreigner sacrificed by locals. The Groball man, the Tolland man, the Khausen boy, these corpses, though nameless, have been immortalized into almost mythic entities. They offer profound insight into everyday realities in the misty expanse of prehistory. Their facial features, preserved as if merely sleeping, bear striking resemblance to modern ones, reminding us of our unbroken link to the primal past. In addition to appearance, examination of hair, teeth, and bones reveals information about their age, health, possible illnesses, and nutrition when they walked the earth centuries ago. Clothing and items found alongside bog bodies indicate materials and techniques in use at the time, and through studying their gut contents as to their final meals, bog bodies take us on a vivid journey into the minutiae of Iron Age existence. For instance, the 2,300-year-old Toland man's last meal revealed seeds from over 60 different plant varieties, evidence of a diverse rural diet typical of the period. The dramatically preserved state of bog bodies has fired public fascination and imagination for centuries. Kept secret initially by peat harvesters, who feared imposition by authorities if ancient remains were uncovered, legends swirled locally of bog men who rise with the mists. Works of art, poems, songs, and novels inspired by bog bodies have entered the cultural canon. Archaeologists, too, were drawn by early accounts of bog finds. But systematic study only began in the 1950s with the pioneering work of P.V. Glob on Tolland man. Today, Connecticut scans, facial reconstruction, and forensic techniques unlock more clues with minimal handling of fragile remains. Genetic analysis even found relationships between bodies in different locations. While showcased prominently in some museums, others argue bog bodies should be respectfully reinterred, not endlessly examined. But as portals into worlds before recorded history, their discovery grips public fascination. Who were they in life? How did they come to such savage ends? And what more might they divulge about experiences so distant yet powerfully resonant? The bogs have guarded their timeless secrets for millennia, and will doubtlessly take more with them as they melt away. The bogs that claimed their lives now slowly relinquish their perfectly preserved remains. Nameless, voiceless, they speak volumes without words in death. What more might they reveal if we have the wisdom to listen? And when the bogs fade and melt away, how many more mysteries will perish with them, never to be known. For now, we can only marvel at the glimpses back in time these bodies provide, while respecting the dignity they compel as vessels of the lives once lived and lost.